Well, I've got my box of tools and boards and bits and test equipment and what have you to install more of these power boards. So far I've installed one here at the north back door, one here at the southeast corner, and one here at the south back door. I want to install another one here at the northeast corner and a final one here on the back patio. Now the two I want to install are both on the 5C circuit, so I have to pick my moment when Jubaedah's not using washing machines and things like that out here, so I can turn that circuit off. The other thing I then want to do is build little boxes I can mount on the wall for people to sit their phones in while they're being charged. That's something I can do over the shed. Problem with that is the oppressive heat means that I can basically do something out for about 5 minutes and then I'm dissolving into sweat. So it's not the ideal climate for me, I'm afraid. Well, that's the northeast one done, but I need to go and sit and cool down for a while before I do the next one. My weather station says it's 32, feels like 45 out here. Okay, that's the fifth one done. It's live. So now my question is, do I make all the little boxes for holding the mobile phones near them as a production line thing, or as one batch, or do I do them one at a time and let the design evolve? So I'll think about that a bit further. Here's my preliminary design for a box to hang on the wall to drop mobile phones or tablets into. The idea is to make that about 180mm square on the back, have this side piece and bottom piece here 25 to 30mm across, and have the front piece 100mm high, and leave a gap at the sides here of about 25mm, so you just sort of blow any crud or dust out of the bottom of it, and put some holes in the front, so if you drop something in there it's fairly obvious that there's a mobile phone or something in there laying on its side. I was thinking 6mm MDF glued together and then painted, but I also realised that I have a big sheet of polycarbonate, clear polycarbonate. I was thinking maybe I could glue them up, make clear boxes, in which case I wouldn't need these holes in the front. It's just a matter of, do I have good enough glue for that? And I think I'll stick with the MDF idea, because I've got a whole lot of small wire brads that I can use to like drill holes through and press those in from either side to have it sort of secured when it's glued. So glue all these edges, but also have wire brads in there for strength, so you put all over the bottom and it's got to tear the wire out as well as the glue come undone. I sort of worry a little bit about the glue, because PVA is water based, and if you get it wet long enough it goes soft and weakens. Well, with the humidity around here, it's a question of whether that happens or these things rot out. If you just leave MDF sitting there on its own, it will go mouldy here. So these will have to be cleaned up properly and painted to seal them thoroughly. Otherwise they'll rot off the walls. But yeah, so that's my preliminary idea. Now I'm going to go over and see how long I can persist at this over in the shed before I get too damn hot. Well, that didn't last long. By the time I walked across to the shed and selected a couple of bits of MDF to work on, it was too hot, so I abandoned that and came back here to the cool room again. When I say cool room, I mean relatively. Now look at my thermometer and hygrometer here. It's 57% humidity, 27.3 in my lounge room, which is relatively comfortable. Well, I've started by cutting the obviously swollen bits off the first two bits of scrap MDF. So having trimmed those bits off, then I can see what I can get out of the rest of it. Actually, that's the first bit. I actually cut that in two. This is the second bit here, which I've got to trim yet. So I'll do that before I start working on that third bit over there, which has not got any swollen bits. But you can see what I mean here, that this has got wet at some stage, so that's swollen out. So I need to cut those bits off because they don't have the structural integrity anymore. But I'm already getting hot. And it's Friday, so I need to do an upload of some kind. Yeah, time to turn off the fans, go back to the house and do a video. And I may or may not come back here later today, depending how hot it gets. Yeah, indoor temperature here 31.5 degrees, 73% humidity. Yeah, no wonder I'm feeling a bit warm.